You hop in first, and I'll go in.
Okay, what's going on? And I'm going to assume you're recording this.
Well, what's going on is I was demoted down to Trooper, and I'm going to assume terminated since I was kicked out of the Trooper Discord.
Uh-huh. So, what I'm hearing is that you're trying to blackmail people at this point.
Alright,
You're trying to blackmail people at this point.
I just got
You understand that, right?
I just got a notice from Adrian not to join a voice chat with you.
With me.
And the definition of blackmail, there has to be a threat, and there was no threat. The only thing that happened was that the conversation was posted to YouTube. There was no alteration, there was no changes. If there was a problem with what happened inside that meeting that came from Keegan, then that is an administration problem, and he should be dealt with proper administration action. There was no blackmail.
Yeah, but the thing is that they're coming to me saying, you're trying to blackmail them. You're trying to get other people to get them demoted off of things they worked hard for.
I mean, if they broke the server rules, if they broke the image of the community, that's on them, not me. I did not say anything wrong, and I didn't threaten anyone.
Rule is not reason for them to be demoted for an in-game position. The same way that an in-game position can't be demoted by a staff reason.
Well, wrongful termination of your subordinates or wrongful demotion of your subordinates would get you removed out of your in-game position. It was wrongful.
It's not. You argue with him in-game, broke a bunch of rules, and then when you went to your meeting, you argued with them in their meeting.
I never argued with Adrian. I never argued with Adrian.
But you argued with the second in command, which is the exact same thing because they're one and the same. If you argue with me, you argue with Chief Lost. It's the same thing.
What you did not hear in the very beginning part of the audio that was recorded for that meeting was that I said, you have a list of things that you want to demote me for. Okay, great. State them one by one, and I will give you a response and a reason as to why I did those. I have a right to be able to give my side of the story as to why I did the certain things that I did. That's what was happening. There was no argument.
You have that right, but at the same time, they don't have to accept that right. I have a right. The staff members that are under me have a right to not break the rules or it's whatever. They have a right to do whatever they want. Glencoe learned that the hard way yesterday. He had a right of spawning cars, doing with that blah, 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 whatever. He did his thing. We all let him do it until he got punished for it. And he explained, we gave him his chance to explain the side of his story, and we deemed that he was in the wrong and he got demoted for it. Just because you're explaining your side of the story doesn't mean that it's going to work out in your favor.
Okay, and I was also explaining to Adrian too, who also had an overriding rule to Keegan, because he was higher. Adrian was one who was investigating the situation. He was there on scene, not Keegan.
Okay, but you also gave video evidence so Keegan can make his own opinion as a third side,
Keegan
or as a third-party opinion.
But the disciplinary action came from Keegan and not the superintendent himself, who was there the entire time, of which I PM'd him, and I said,
I am the second in command of state troopers, so therefore I do have the power to evaluate what your actions were and then deem them accountable.
Of course you do. You have the right to deem them anything, but the disciplinary action should have been brought down by Adrian himself.
It can be brought down by anyone that's above you that has that power.
Right,
second in command is his assistant. He assists him, and if he feels that he assists him by issuing disciplinary action from a third party perspective on something, because honestly, in a situation like that, he shouldn't be. Adrian shouldn't be the one giving disciplinary action because he was part of it. The same reason that when a staff sit is called against a staff member, that staff member is not allowed to answer a staff sit about themselves because it's biased and one-sided.
What I heard Keegan say was that he was deciding, himself was deciding to demote or to keep the disciplinary action that they stated previously. It sounded as if I would have been remorseful and said, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know, I'm going to bow down before you and kiss your feet or anything else on your body. I probably wouldn't have been demoted. In fact, it probably been a little bit more lenient.
No, he actually probably would have demoted you for that. If you would have just dropped it and left it as it is, you wouldn't have been demoted. You were demoted because you started bringing it to other people that weren't part of it. Why you're bringing it to Glencoe of all people is beyond me. Because one, he's not in state. He's not a staff member that was present. It's not a staff matter, so you can't bring it to him anyway. There's no reason you're bringing outside people for no reason, just to start more shit or to find someone that'll prove your side and build an army to say, yeah, they're right.
You could say that because I posted it to YouTube, and YouTube's accessible by almost the entire world. So I brought millions of people into it the moment I posted the video. You're right.
I'm saying apart from the video, I'm meaning because no one really gives a damn what your YouTube comments say.
I brought Glencoe into it because I needed someone to address it to Dash or to address it to another deputy commissioner to take it above my chain of command.
Do you not understand that Dash agrees with this? That he agrees that all parties were in the wrong?
You do. Dash was on the server with us at the time of this. We sat with Dash after the meeting happened.
When we were all in the back behind the church. He didn't see the video.
One second. You wanted Journal Affairs added, right? Like, that's you and Chris, right? It's already added.
I know, it's under Deputy Commissioner. But it's going to fail because ain't no one going to comply with them. Ain't no one going to listen to them. No one's going to give them information. No one's going to be buddy-buddy with them and hear what's going on and be their eyes and ears in the department. Ain't no one going to do that. That's why it's going to fail. Each department needs to have their own internal affairs guided by their own leadership. And if their leadership is failing or is corrupt, that's when the FBI should investigate. Or
that's what supervisors are called, right? They're supposed to investigate that. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, there's many structures you can put under an IA. When I was in charge of IA and the commander over at DEF CON Nations, it was running flawlessly. I had like 80-some IA reports, and most of them were all closed out. Not all of them had, drastic action taken. Some of it was just, verbal.
Well, this is a different server. This is not.
It is. It is, but the structure worked. If it works there, it can work here.
The structure might work there, but not here.
True at all. That's not true at all.
Well, why isn't it?
Take it from someone that lives a military life and has nothing but structure in his life. You can't take something like my military disciplines and apply it to a server here. That it doesn't work. That community has their own set of whatever they go by. They have their set of rules that everyone's agreed upon, and everyone plays on that server agrees that that's the rules and that's the structure that they go by. You can't enforce another server structure on somewhere else. It doesn't work like that.
When did you enlist?
A year ago, almost 2 years ago.
That's not the point.
Well, I'm curious now because he's claiming to be a battle buddy of mine. So you enlisted a year ago. What's your unit?
My God.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You don't even know what branch I'm in. So I mean, what you're asking, what unit?
It doesn't matter. What's your unit? Your unit will tell me what branch you're in.
I'm in the Army.
Okay, great. I'm very well antiquated with the Army.
Okay, but still, you're just getting off topic.
Okay, this is unrelated. We're talking about why you're bringing this up to other people that weren't a part of the situation, because at this point, it's kind of, like people are. I know you're trying to get people's opinions or whatever. That's fine. I don't care. But if you're going to bring people in here to build up against these people that worked hard time and a lot of, hard work just to get what they deserve.
If they're in the wrong, they're in the wrong. Point blank, period.
You say
I don't care how long
you were in the wrong
they've built up their position. I was in the wrong telling taser. And
all right, you were in the wrong to tase someone that was unarmed after showing up to a scene.
A taser is used for compliance. He failed to comply with a lawful order multiple times.
No, I didn't. I put my hands up and then proceeded to ask why you were on the property with guns drawn.
I told you to do more than just put your hands up. The officer told you to do more than just put your hands up.
Yes, but at the same time, an officer can't just kick down someone's door and say, "Do this because I said so." That's not.
One second. Okay, so you were on the property for what reason again?
I was called for backup.
Yeah, and then the officer said that you were chasing a car, correct?
I was not chasing any car.
No, he was chasing the car, right?
Yeah, he said that he was in pursuit of the vehicle and it stopped on that property.
And then I showed you physical evidence of the guy that was dead. That was the driver of the car right beside it.
I have no idea if it was server side problem or you shot him. That was my job to take control of the situation. See, I could have assumed anything. With a dead body on your property, I could have assumed
the entire time. The cop was there the entire time. He pulled into the driveway the exact same time we pulled into the driveway. He was on scene the whole time. So if you acted like actual backed up and supported, which is what backup does, not come and take over, which is why you got thrown out of PD for the exact same reason the first time, you would have known that.
He asked me.
Okay, let's stop. Like,
If anything, I called FBI, and FBI
Okay.
came and took over. So is FBI in the same position as me?
All right, I'm gonna give the reasons that you were kicked out, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You disrespected a high-ranking official.
How did I disrespect him?
Oh my God. Okay, just listen to him,
Because
and then you can talk.
Scene, that's
Listen
disrespect?
to him, and then you can talk.
Because I didn't cuss anybody out, right?
Can you listen to him first? Can you listen?
Keegan, I muted him.
All right. So, he left. Okay. Somebody. Oh, okay. All right. He's just coming in and out because he doesn't like being muted.
Okay. Act your age. I just kicked him from the server. Okay. You behave like a child, you get treated like a child.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Well, situation's over with. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny because like earlier, like as soon as I did the whole entire canine thing with the troopers, like he was the first one to message me asking about it. And then Jeff asked me, but he never got on. Because I told him to study the handbook.
Jeff's on LOA.
Jeff?
Mm-hmm. I think he's on an LOA.
He legit. He straight up told me like I need training for it. I would like to be a canine handler. That's what he said.
Mm.
What we're about to get evidence to want to do servers.
Mm-hmm.
Because he kept joining and leaving. Isn't that against the rules? I forgot what that's called.
It's called spam.
Spam. Chat spam, technically.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm working at the same time that I'm doing all this. Like, and then I get called unresponsible.
Yeah, but
sorry.
Hello.
Problems.
All
so
right.
why wasn't I kicked out due to my connection problems?
You were not kicked out due to your connection problems.
Okay, well, it wasn't in my list.
Okay, can we just go back to what we were talking about the first time?
All right.
Okay, let's let Keegan talk.
He left.
He's still here. Oh, he left. The other guy left.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Did you kick him out again, Day?
Nope, I didn't touch him.
He left on his own will, but that's fine. Because now I understand that Ghosty's supporting him, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that the whole time?
Yeah, I knew that the whole time. But...
All right.
I mean, I can move somewhere private.
Today at 11:42, promote Glencoe for being great professional, unbiased.
Yeah, we already
I really appreciate what you're trying to do here and everything, but I'm going to let the powers that be handle the rest of this matter going forward. But thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Are you gonna let us explain, or are you just gonna leave again?
No, go ahead and explain. Sorry, I left because I was invited to another server and I had to get in there and talk about it.
I'm gonna check that right now.
Oh, I was removed again. Okay, so look who created the link that. Okay.
Keegan, if you want to go ahead and explain.
All right. First things first. When I kick you out, don't come back.
Keegan, you didn't invite me back. Stop right there, because people above you put me back in.
Who is that?
Adrian.
Adrian didn't put you back in. Chris put you back in.
Oh no, Chris are back in here in the wanna do server. Go check the other one.
All right, then you know what? If Adrian has a problem with that, I can explain that very quickly. So,
I am done. This conversation's over. Is there an admin action?
No,
Am I here by an admin sit?
No, you can go.
Have a good day.
Because you're a constant childish is like it.
And Adrian, I'm pretty sure siding with him, no? Because I'm
Oh, no.
texting.
About that.
No, it's this kid in here. So
No,
No.
it's actually Adrian.
Somehow
No,
getting
I
back
actually
into the Trooper
texted
Discord
Adrian.
and got his lieutenant roll back, and I'm gonna freaking flip if Adrian's siding with him because I'm not going to do this right now.
Why is Oreo muted in the fucking police chat with the fucking music bot?
he's AFK.
Oh. I was wondering why he was just AFK there. He was just dumb. Shit.
I honestly told fucking Adrian before all this to like.
Hold on, I've got to get a call to Adrian because somebody keeps putting him back as his lieutenant role, and I'm gonna freaking flip.
Who do you think? There's only one person that can do that.
It's Adrian.
I don't want to get invited to that fucking call.
DM him.
Fuck Adrian and tell him. Drag me in. Hold it. Working me in there.
The worst part was I arrived on scene to just fucking help him. That was the worst part. That's all I did. When I just arrived there, I'm like, "Yo, what's good?" Did he even call for backup in the video? Because all he did was do a radio check.
He originally
Oops.
asked for He originally asked for your help, and then you weren't replying because I think you were in a sit or something. And then that was when he started saying copy, and then he just continued.
No, my mic wasn't working that good. No, I told him to basically don't tell me to like do shit. Cause like radio check on a channel to which I'm not supposed to be on right now since the channels are all screwed up. Like, that is just he was already on my nerves and all that since of everything happening.
Reaper, you're right. I should have never left. I mean, if things were going to turn out like this, then yeah.
Listen, 1 second. I'm gonna talk to Chris real quick. Look, no one is gonna judge you or anything for like staying by his side and all that. It's just you need to realize the shit that he's trying to pull on everyone right now.
Yeah.
How'd that go, Keegan?
All right, so Keegan just resigned.
What?
What?
Nice. Reaper, hero promotion in your future.
Adrian was siding with him, saying I had no right to get mad at him because he went to Glencoe about it.
He demoted
Yeah.
you.
I know. I told him I'm not going to be a colonel in a position to where I'm gonna be sitting here doing this. It's no.
1 second,
Like,
Keegan.
it's gonna
You do
Discord.
know what's gonna happen now, right?
What?
He's gonna get
You
promoted.
do know you're
to
probably gonna
colonel.
get superintendent.
Huh?
You do know you're probably gonna get superintendent.
Why?
Why do you think?
He kicked you out.
Everyone, including Dash, agrees on what you did.
He kicked you out, didn't he?
Adrian
No.
is always AFK.
I told him what I told him is these were my exact words. I got into an argument with him. I just basically said it flat. I'm not going to be a part of a state where I can't demote a person like this. He did this. I demoted him. That's it. I'm done.
Oh,
Yeah, no, but
Anderson.
Dash will probably go over him and just remove him from superintendent and put you there.
Final
because
warning. I don't care
he's
what
at this
rank you
point-
are. Wow.
Disrespecting another trooper. He disrespected me. Does he not give a shit?
Not really.
In the meeting, he straight on did that.
In the meeting, he had my back. all because he went to staff and I got mad at it. I'm not doing like I'm freaking.
Now, Adrian, why? Why would you demote Keegan?
I
He was
know.
probably
I
the best
resigned.
second person, or not resign. Well, I don't know what happened. So I'll
I'm
just
not-
keep my mouth.
Basically, resign. You basically forced him to resign.
Okay,
I'm
listen.
tell you right
No,
now.
no.
I'm not gonna sit in a state trooper. I'm not gonna sit in any department that's gonna allow that happen. He went to a staff member to go over my head after I had made my decision. That made me mad. And then he decided to come into the channel I was in and call me incompetent.
Keegan, the thing is the key. When I saw you change your name to Keegan about to kick a kid, you changed your name to get demoted by. You disrespected him. You sunk down to his level. You are no better than him.
1 second. But you don't give a shit that he disrespected me massively during the meeting.
Oh no, I do care. It's just whenever my command members are disrespecting.
Why does your mic sound like that?
So you're gonna do something about Keegan, but you're not gonna do anything about him, even though he fucking straight up be's a dick to me?
It's not even that. It's not even that. Listen, you're literally taking side with some random kid that is start shit with every staff member and every other trooper and is dragging the other troopers into this, instead of the side of the person that has stood by your side and helped you build this fucking department after Anderson gave it up. That's what's really pissing me off, because I'm pissed off for Keegan. Because I let Keegan get off of assistant chief so that he can go help you. If I was going to let that happen, sorry, Cutting, but I would have kept Keegan. Because if you're going to do that and sideball Keegan like that, especially after the shit that he's been helping you with and picking your side and always going on with you, and then you just oddballing him, it's in his right. It's in his job description to demote people for that reason. He was disrespecting staff, disrespecting other people. Dashiell agreed. The owner of the server agreed that he was in the wrong. And you still sideballed Keegan and went wrong and said,
oh, wait, I forgot. Tony's allowed to disrespect Dashy also. That's also a thing that it's allowed.
No, Keegan can make his case. The thing is, when I see him vlog, I see him changing someone's name to get them all to buy Keegan about ready to kick a kid. He can make his case, sure.
But why are you never on either, though? I always see Keegan on, but I never see you on. I'm sorry, but I'm about to.
Where are we about to get the whole server on the situation? Are you serious? Come on, guys, it's over.
Yeah.
He can make his case. He can try and make his case. He can. If he feels like he should have been demoted, he can make his case, and I'll consider it.
Consider it. All right. This is what I find funny. Time and time again, I have held your back.
Wait 1 second. Can I just add one thing real quick?
I have sat there, and I have, even when you are wrong.
Keegan, 1 second. You know Keegan gave up his position as colonel so you could get it? Keegan clearly said when the whole thing was, Keegan was the one chosen for colonel. He gave it down to you because he knew that he wasn't going to be on that much?
Then make the case. Appeal it. Try, instead of arguing, bringing it with me where there's 50 different people trying to get me. Why don't you talk to me in a civilized manner instead of getting me in here with all these bunch of different people?
How is this not civilized?
I'm
I'm just talking to you. We're all just talking to you. What are we supposed to do? Go to a fucking courtroom now?
The main issue here is the lack of professionalism that was taking place here, and the lack of investigation and in any sort of way. No, not at all. You totally just decided to take a side here, and you were like, "Yeah, he's not good at this."
I looked at the video. I looked and I took his side of the story, and then I took Reapers, Days, Cunnings, everybody else that was on the crime scene. And I compiled it all to make my decision, which I had the entitled right to as the second in command of state.
Ian, so the point is,
alright, yes, I memed. I changed his name back to Tony afterwards. I let it go for a second to get a laugh.
This thing isn't right. Why would DM me calmly, have a conversation instead of having 50 million people tag me to come in here so I can get screamed at by 50 million different people and so I don't have 50 million people trying to make me feel like shit. Thank you. If you like talking about your race, DM me privately.
Well, that's just the fucking truth. I'm sorry, but I'll be honest. You fucked up. You're gonna get the backlash of it no matter what. It's either like this or it's gonna be a different matter. I'd rather get it done with it right now. But you just demoted the guy that helped you through the most shit. And you're just gonna let it go away, like just like that.
Yeah, that's how that works in this real world. No one's going to freaking allow such an unprofessional freaking person.
Glencoe, you are one to talk.
Yeah, I am. And you know what? I own up to my mistakes. I do. And I am owning up to mine. You're not. No, you think that you're right in this whole situation. You really do. And
you've owned up. You're still in here with all your friends here, all teaming against me instead of DMing me calm.
Because do you know what?
I asked if we could talk privately.
All right. I'm just gonna state right here. Yes, I screwed up. I changed his name and memed around for 2 seconds, but did change it back within a timely manner. I'm going to be honest. I memed it, okay. But the fact, what I did when he was kicked was a just kick. Because he had came into a channel and stated to me that at least there was somebody competent. You do not. I'm going to put my foot down when I say this, that I will never side with a person that does that ever.
Let me ask you this. Why would
what the heck?
Why would you have all your friends bring here instead of DM becoming trying to explain your side? Because honestly, having me come in here, and about 3 different people are trying to intimidate me, not really the best idea. DM me.
I didn't tell them to call you in here.
Okay, then DM me calmly if you want to talk about the rank.
I don't want, that's the thing. I'm telling you what I did, and I'm saying it's wrong, but I'm not going to sit here and beg for my rank back.
Okay.
That's not who I am.
Okay, guys, we need to stop. Okay?
All right. I'm just being simple. I'm not gonna...
I understand at everyone's point. We need to stop. Okay?
Okay.
This is going too far.
All right.
I'm pissed off. I understand. Everyone's pissed off here.
All right.
We need to stop.
Like I said, I'm just gonna say my last things I got to say about this, and then I'm done with it.
Okay, Keegan, I'm sorry, but take it to DMs.
All right.
We need to stop now. Okay, have a good night, all of you. Okay.
All right, we're code 4 here, guys. Code 4. Okay, resume patrol.
Anderson, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. See, Macho agrees with me.
Oh, I hate you, you nerd.
Okay, so you guys want to just take this back to private stuff? Okay, he already left. Never mind. Okay, so this shit all happened. Okay, I understand. We're all pissed off in our own way. Okay, but you have to understand that this is gonna drag the whole fucking server down. Because then someone's gonna join in and be like, "Oh, they're all fucking arguing. I'm not gonna deal with this shit."
All right, I'm not gonna drag it on any longer. If this whiplash is back at him, it's on.
I understand. Look, I get reports of me every day, and everyone always tells me, and it fucking brings me down. But I'm still here. I'm trying to do my shit. All I try is fucking helping. Everyone gets pissed at me.
All right. I know. I'm just.
Okay, let's.
I'm gonna own up to the fact that I screwed up, and that's the end of it.
Okay.
But I don't think that was grounds to demote me, but that is his personal opinion. He is entitled to that.
Yeah, okay, let's... Keegan, you just want to go talk in DMs?
Invite,
Sure.
please.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
invite.
We're just going to have a group call, okay?
Invite
Since
Dave.